is taking so long? If it's impossible for Daniela to leave the grounds, which I don't believe for a minute, why can't they find her?
If your daughter's anything like you, I'm sure she's one step ahead of them.
Where's Daniela?
Why don't we sit down?
Why don't you spare us the pleasantries and admit you lost her?
Hey,
What?
I think the headmistress has some news for us.
The security team has finished its search of the grounds. There's no sign of your daughter.
Okay, so she's hiding someplace, so you can't pull her out of here.
Oh, for God's sake, Eli, she's not hiding anywhere. Your brother kidnapped her.
Hey, do you know where my sneakers are?
These?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
We made it.
Thanks to you.
And Tom.
And Destiny. Hey, look, when we get to Seattle, I'm probably just going to check right into the hospital. You should probably try your dad again, and then get yourself into a hotel. Don't worry, you'll find him.
And then you'll run back to your soulmate.
My soulmate?
Destiny. That's what she is, isn't she?
Do you guys even have soulmates?
Of course guys have soulmates. Everybody has somebody out there they're supposed to be with.
I guess.
I mean, look at your parents. From everything you've told me, they're made for each other.
And the fact that they're divorced and my mom just married my uncle.
Details. Anyway, parents are lame. My mother is so not right for my dad. Or for me. She's such a pain. God, you're loud when you're quiet.
I'm just thinking about what comes next.
What do you mean?
When they find out that we're gone.
That's when it all hits the fan.
I trusted you to keep my ex-husband away from my daughter.
Hey, I'm sure the security
handle me?
is doing...
Your brother kidnapped my daughter.
There was no evidence that Ross came back here.
Then where is she? Tell me where she is. Give me one plausible explanation.
Excuse me, headmistress. My review of the security tapes has revealed a person of interest.
Ross. It's gonna be Ross.
Not unless Ross is a young black girl.
Wait a minute, is that...
Destiny Evans? When was Destiny Evans admitted to the Warwick School?
She wasn't. I know all my students personally, and this girl is not one of them.
I have no idea why she would be here. Not that I know her that well, but...
I thought she contacted you to represent Matthew.
Matthew?
Yeah, Matthew Buchanan.
He's a student here.
Matthew's here?
Yes, and as a matter of fact, he's quite friendly with your daughter.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. He called me. He said he was in the UK, that his parents had forced him to leave the jurisdiction.
Well, we need to find him. I'm sure you'll know where Danielle is.
Your parents are gonna freak.
Doesn't matter, I won my lawsuit. As soon as we land on American soil, it's all over. Besides, your mom's gonna freak. She was in the hallway and you snuck right by her.
Not the first time.
You worried?
She's just such a lawyer. It's her way or the highway.
Same. I mean, we're talking about me walking again. They won't even give me an inch.
A quarter inch. I just said, let me see him again.
Exactly. It's their fault we're here. If they would just met us halfway.
Or even just listened. Absolutely.
Where's Matthew?
Matthew's not in his room. Apparently, he's left the grounds as well.
A boy in a wheelchair managed to slip past your security forces?
Not without help. Security's questioning his roommate right now.
You know what? Why don't I go talk to the boy?
He's in the office down the hall.
Who are you calling?
Matthew's parents are nearby. Perhaps they can shed some light.
Thank you. I think I can handle this on my own.
Am I missing something?
Terribly sorry. Warwick's headmistress is on the line. She says it's important.
All right, just put her on speaker. Headmistress, can you hear us?
Yes, Mr. Buchanan. I'm sorry to trouble you with this, but is Matthew by any chance with you?
No. Is he missing?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, my God.
How long has he been gone? Who was he last seen with?
So where's my son?
I'm afraid I don't have much information at this point.
You discovered he was missing.
Just before I phoned you, we were in the process of tracking down another missing student.
Another missing student. You lost 2 kids in one day?
Relax, just take a breath, all right?
No, she's right. We entrusted our son to this woman.
And if he'd obeyed the rules...
Oh, so now this is his fault. He's in a wheelchair, for God's sake. How do you lose a kid in a wheelchair?
I assure you we're doing everything in our power.
Oh, well, you better find him.
Or we're bringing criminal charges.
Oh, or a
Let's
civil suit.
concentrate
That'll
on
really...
finding Matthew, all right? He couldn't have gotten very far.
I wish I were back at school.
You do?
Yeah, I'd watch my parents go to town. When they double team you, I'd watch out.
Normally, I'd agree with you, Mr. Buchanan. We'd expect to find Matthew somewhere on the grounds or in a nearby town. But apparently, he's enlisted someone else to aid in this escape.
They have a system?
Oh, yeah. My mom will make a big scene, then they'll start, blaming people, then they'll blame themselves. And then my mom will start crying, my dad will, pat her on the shoulder. And, if things get really bad, she'll slobber all over his tie and stuff. And then they'll get mad again and start making phone calls. And have a dozen people come and track me down.
That'll cost them.
Oh, they don't care. And once they do find me, they'll do whatever it takes for me to not have that surgery.
You could always call your lawyer.
Nora,
Wait, what are you doing here? My God, are you the one that helped him run away?
I'm serious. As soon as we land, call your attorney. Tell her what's going on. Maybe she can meet you at the hospital.
I doubt she'd be up for that.
What do you mean? She's your attorney. You pay her to do what you say.
Yeah, but last time I called her to tell her that I was dragged off to Warwick and for her to come get me, she didn't even call me back. Some shark Tate Delgado turned out to be.
You are so out of line.
Nora.
Matthew is a minor. You had no right to take him off the school premises.
unlike you, I would never take Matthew anywhere he doesn't want to go. I had nothing to do with this. Didn't you tell them what's going on?
Tell us what you're doing here, Taya.
And fast, please. My son's out there on his own somewhere.
Yeah, he's not on his own.
Taya Delgado?
Yeah, she's my lawyer.
She's also my mother.
Taya? You think you had trouble getting your license back the last time when you slept with the plaintiff? Wait till the board gets a load of this. You would be disbarred for life.
Oh, look who's talking. You both knowingly violated a court order.
Oh, is that why you're here? You just came riding to the rescue? Any harm comes to my son. If he goes and gets that surgery without our consent...
He doesn't need your consent.
And I wouldn't blame him if that's the reason why he left. But there are 2 children missing.
Oh, yes, believe me. We're going to prosecute whoever helped Matthew run away.
That kid endangered Matthew's life?
Oh, he's toast.
I wouldn't be so sure, because no one messes with my daughter.
Wait, but her last name is Delgado and you're...
Rayburn. I took my dad's name.
Okay, this is weird.
I know. Small world.
But I've got to tell you, I mean, this whole thing with your dad, how she won't let you see him, she's not really like that with me. I mean, she actually listens to me.
Until she didn't.
True.
You paid her to make sure you got that surgery. And she bailed on you.
Yeah, but I got her daughter to take me the rest of the way.
Daniela was conceived when Ross and I were stranded on that island together many years ago.
Oh, that's one way to pass the time.
Does Ross have sole custody?
No, I have sole custody. Not that such details matter to Ross. I brought her here to try to keep her safe from him. It didn't work. He found her. Security saw him sneaking in and notified me. I was in the process of trying to move her to a different school when she fled, apparently. And all this time I've been freaking out that Ross took her.
And she took off with Matthew.
Yeah, which I guess is a relief. But not really, since Ross is still out there. And when he finds out that Daniela's not here anymore...
Is Ross dangerous?
He's a father being kept from his only child. What do you think?